Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about Canon's reveal of the 5.2mm F2.8 VR lens that Canon is releasing in the near future, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my thoughts on the lens and potential applications, and I'd love to get your input in the comments section below. So I think that my initial reaction to the announcement of this VR lens was probably pretty similar to a lot of other photographers or videographers out there, in that I was disappointed because I've been looking for, those faster, wider primes like 35mm f1.2 and, potentially a 24mm prime. But after I thought about it a little bit, I do think that this is a really cool release from Canon, and I think that it's proof that they are forward-looking as a company and really looking to where the tech market is moving. And this might be difficult for people who've never used a VR headset like the Oculus Quest series headsets before to kind of picture where this is going. But that being said, let's talk about it a little bit, and then you can let me know what you think. I did find that musing on the potential applications of this lens in the space of photography and videography was a pretty interesting exercise in creativity, because VR is just not that big of a thing yet. I do think that where the technology is currently with the Oculus Quest 2 and the general affordability of the technology, it is definitely becoming more mainstream. And being an Oculus Quest owner myself, I've definitely found the value in virtual reality, and it's cool to see where that's going. When I found out that the price was going to be $2,000, I thought to myself, man, that's kind of expensive. And then I thought about the fact that it's only one lens, and moving from a traditional video setup with your mirrorless camera to a VR setup is really easy. You don't need multiple cameras to capture VR. The post-editing workflow is going to be a lot easier since it's all being captured to one sensor. So I imagine that the $2,000 price point for the lens is pretty appropriate. And I'm also hoping that a lot of the technology that Canon puts into the lenses, like the coatings and stuff like that, is another reason why it is an appropriate price point. The VR lens is also only going to work on the Canon EOS R5, and I was confused on why it wouldn't work with the R6 since it's such a similar camera, but I do think it's because the R5 is capable of recording in 8K, and for an image and a video to be decent quality or better quality in virtual reality, I think that it is better to have access to like a 6K or an 8K image for the headset. If you do get the Oculus Quest 2, then you do have access to viewing 8K video in that headset, so it's pretty awesome. But I know that there's probably a lot of people like me that were wondering, what are the practical applications of getting a VR lens like this. I recently came across this Oculus Quest 2 application called Brink. This application allows you to virtually travel to popular scenic destinations like in various national parks and view that area in a complete 360 degree environment, so you actually feel like you're there. And I believe it is an actual video capture of the environment, so the level of immersion is really high, and the fact that the video quality is so high just kind of adds to that that feeling like you're really there. So the fact that you'll be able to capture 8K footage on the R5 with that lens and kind of upload it straight to your VR, or edit it in Premiere and then upload it into your VR headset is really cool. I think about when I go backpacking and I get to a summit or a scenic area that's really popular, and I always take a photograph there, but it would be nice where you could just set up your tripod and then pop on the VR lens and capture maybe a minute of footage, just so you can then edit that, upload it to your VR headset, and then show friends and family members of, your experience, and have it really feel like they're there also. So that was one sort of application that I was thinking might be cool if you own the lens. And obviously, when a lot of people think about purchasing lenses like this, they think about like, how is this going to help me in the future financially? What kind of return am I going to be able to get on this investment? But you don't need to be thinking in that space all the time. It is sometimes nice to purchase a piece of gear that you think will add to your life in the terms of just general creativity and entertainment too. So that to me would be a really cool use for that lens. Also, if you are shooting still images in VR, it might be cool to have like a VR portfolio of these landscape images that you take to show off to clients or family or even just friends. And that's something to think about. There's probably a more obvious route of going down the path of selling stock video or photos in VR, so that maybe app developers can purchase the video to add in their applications. I'm someone that personally thinks that, and this is after using a VR headset, that the medium of VR would be a really cool place for people to start creating short films. And that is a great application for the Canon EOS R5 and the VR lens, where, like amateurs can start to kind of get their work out there and start to think in a, different but still very creative way of providing entertainment for people. I definitely do think that VR is becoming bigger and more mainstream, and it's not necessarily going to be like how 3D films were, where that kind of died off pretty quickly, because of the level of entertainment and value that it offers to people. So and then with companies like Apple coming out with a dedicated VR headset, the technology is only going to get better and more immersive. So if you haven't tried a VR headset yet, I definitely recommend maybe trying out the Oculus Quest 2, or you could wait a year or two until Apple comes out with their dedicated VR headset. That's it for this video, but let me know what you guys think about the Canon RF 5.2mm F2.8 L lens, and if you think it's a relevant lens or not. Thanks for watching.